Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our today's live session. Today's Friday, December 31st. I am inviting all of you to join me for this wonderful, wonderful session today. Today, we will be doing something very unique. I know yesterday I told you that today we will be discussing how to complete your neurographic drawing, but we're going to actually do something much more practical. We're going to actually bring a practical session. We're going to actually draw Neurographica. I'm inviting all of you to join me for this beautiful session. I will be discussing the beautiful, wonderful method of laughter yoga, where I will be telling you a bit about the benefits of laughter, although I'm sure whatever I will be telling you, you probably know, but I will be reiterating it. And then we will draw a beautiful Neurographica picture where we will take the energy of the laughter and joy and happiness and infuse our picture with it. We're going to draw for the future. Some of you celebrate Happy New Year. So we're going to draw for the new year, 2022, new calendar year. Those of you who don't celebrate Happy New Year, that's fine too. You can just take a marker and draw with me and just infuse your future. Bring your future plans, your future wishes and desires. Bring to them something so amazing, something that I call the energy of laughter. I want to tell you about the energy of laughter. This whole week I've been having live sessions and I've been telling you little bits about it. I've been doing the laughter, the live laughter. We laughed for a minute and I hope you guys are laughing with me. I want to tell you a bit more about laughter. What is it about laughter that I found to be, I will probably make a complete separate session. Hi, Ellen, welcome, welcome. About what happened. How did I get into the laughter business? So to say, let's put it this way, right? How did I happen to make laughter not just an everyday part of who I am, but also decided to bring it to other people, okay? I want to tell you now a bit about the benefits of laughter. There are a lot of benefits, health benefits, emotional, mental benefits, okay? Laughter can increase, by the way, just one important part, okay? The laughter, doesn't matter whether it's a real laughter where you actually feel inclined to start laughing, or it can be something, simulated. Like I'm going to teach you today how to simulate laughter for a little bit. The important part that the research has shown that the brain does not differentiate whether the laughter is real or simulated. The brain will start working on developing and bringing more hormones we call endorphins, right? Those of you who are familiar, endorphins are special hormones that improve the way we feel. It gives us a much better emotional well-being. It makes us feel better and think better, right? It gives us hope. It gives us, this feeling that everything is possible. And for people who are depression prone, right? Endorphin is what makes it better. Endorphin is what brings, happy thoughts, so to say, to people's brain, to people's mind. People start to actually, on a physical, biological level, feeling happier, better, more interested in life. What does it mean being happy and better? You start becoming more interested in life. You become more hopeful about the future. You become more interested in what life has to offer you. And most importantly, you start becoming more interested in what you want to achieve in life. You start doing something that is like one of the major kind of goals in life. You start desiring, you start wanting, you start expressing yourself what you want, you start setting goals and you start going toward those goals. And that's what life is all about, right? Life is about waking up and finding that there's so much more interesting stuff going on in life, that you're waking up and you're happy to be waking up. You have something exciting that awaits you during the day. And that's one of the major goals, right? Neurographica, I want to tell you, is a coaching tool. I am a certified neurographic aesthetic coach. I am actually now learning to do neurodesign. I am a coach that starts using other techniques other than Neurographica. Starting to use laughter is a very powerful technique. Okay, those of you who did laugh with me for the past week, you probably felt whenever you laugh, there is an energy that comes into your life. Why do people need to laugh? Why is it so important? So I'm going to ask you a question, right, in return, right? The question is, what do people do when they're happy? And the answer would be, most people would answer, people sing, people dance. But one of the best way to express happiness is laughing, smiling and laughing. Smile is the way we start laughter, right? Smile is this, the beginning of the laughter. We start smiling, then we start laughing. Laughter is a wonderful, wonderful energy that can be infused into anything we do and everything we do. When you start laughing, I started learning, when I started to learn, the actual, besides the fact that, I started incorporating laughter, I started doing it, as part of my routine. Even when I do dishes, I do laughter. Even when I clean up, I do laughter. I'm going to show you today how you can infuse laughter during your Neurographica drawing. It's absolutely amazing. I started incorporating now in all my courses. I'm starting a course, the basics course, which is the beginner's course in Neurographica on January 5th. And then 2 weeks later, January 19th, we will be starting the most amazing specialist course that will teach you how to professionally draw Neurographica and how to, that's right, teach others, how to bring others to Neurographica, how to show Neurographica by giving master classes or presentations to others. And yes, I will be starting to infuse laughter into both of those courses. And I promise you, even those of you, by the way, who already took the basics course with me or with other instructors, I'm inviting you to attend this session, as it will be a bit different, as it will give you a different view and how else you can bring amazing things in life by drawing Neurographica, and most importantly, by infusing laughter into your drawing, into your life. I want to show you one of the major ways, right? How do you start simulating even laughter, right? A lot of times we're like busy, we're thinking about something, we have something we need to do, we need to finish some stuff, right? A lot of us are very busy. We wake up in the morning, we're like, okay, I hope 24 hours is going to be enough to complete whatever I have set for this day. And it's so hard to just stop doing that and say, oh, okay, let's do laughter. It's not going to be so possible. So one of the ways you can start laughter by simulating, by going like this. Okay, you can say, ha, 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 ha. You can say, it's like a simulated laugh, right? It's like the way, like acting, right? We can pretend we're actors, and you can act as if you're laughing, right? You can say, by the way, before we even do the laughter, I advise you to do some exercise, the muscles, right? Do this exercise with your mouth. This exercise is excellent because this exercise alone sets you up, prepares you, connects you to the major, one of the first impulses in life when a baby is born. The first impulse in life is, I'm happy to be living and life is happy. The world is happy to see me. I'm accepting life and life is accepting me. The very first mode of living is to feel like you want to live, to feel accepted by life, feel accepted by your parents, by your family, by your community, by the world around you. When you do this exercise, the muscles, right? This is, by the way, according to Bodydynamics, which I'm also learning now. The muscles connect you to the muscles that baby develops. What do newborn babies do, guys? Remember, what's the first thing they need to learn to do? Suck on, right? That's the survival mode. In order to survive, they need to learn how to suck on and suck milk, whether it's a bottle, whether it's mommy's breast, right? We suck on a nipple, and we need to learn how to suck. We need to make the movement. So make that movement as if you are, chewing gum, I like to call it chewing gum. It's wonderful, wonderful. And once you do that, it's great to give yourself messages. Tell yourself, I'm so happy to be alive. I love life and life loves me. The world is accepting me. You can talk to yourself in your mind. The world accepts me the way I am, and I am accepting the world, and I love living in this world. Give yourself the messages. These are the most basic messages the human being is to receive. And once you do this exercise, we can start laughing, okay? So first, let's do some simulated laughter, which would be going like this. Okay, that's simulated laughter. And then I promise you, once you do some simulated laughter, this will turn into a more natural laughter, into a real laughter. And you will start connecting, you will start creating by expressing the laughter, by allowing the laughter to come out from within you. You're expressing this desire. It's a natural biological desire for a human body to live, okay? I'm not going to go much into psychology now and Jungian view, but basically one of the major ways the human body lives is by having this natural desire to live. When you start laughing, your body produces more endorphins. Your body produces more desire. What is endorphin? Endorphin is the will to live, the will to create, the will to desire. Desire is one of the major ways people show that they're interested in life, right? When people wake up in the morning, why do they get up? Because they have desires. They have something they want to achieve, something they want to do, right? They want to drink, they want to eat on a pure biological level. They want to read a book for mental enhancement, right? They want to watch a movie, or they want to dance, or they want to sing for emotional well-being, right? They want to pray. They want to say some mantras, right? They want to meditate for a spiritual well-being. All of those are desires. That's what makes us alive. That's what makes us happy. That's what makes us human. The human way is to have desires, to be happy, to be joyous, to be joyful, and to start going further. Let's do this. Let's bring the best energy within us. Let's express it through laughter and fill our aura with energy. And then we're going to take that energy and we're going to bring it to the paper, okay? We're going to do some laughter now, and then we're going to start the drawing, okay? Remember, first you can start as a simulated laughter. Then I promise you, it will turn into a natural laughter. Now, if you feel at some moment that your laughter is drying up, that happens. Guess what? You can just go back to the simulation and just continue going, ha, 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 ho, 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 ho. Research shows that the laughter has to be a continued laughter for a certain period of time. Hello, Suhair. I'm so glad to see you, dear. In order for it to have amazing health benefits on your body, on your mind, in order to develop those endorphins, we need to laugh definitely more than 30 seconds, okay? Excuse me. I'm going to turn on the timer for 1 minute. And we're going to laugh. Even when the timer goes off, I'm going to continue some laughter, okay, until it naturally goes away. So stay with me, laugh with me. Let's bring this wonderful, amazing energy and start bringing it to our future. Okay, what we're doing is today, bringing this energy into our aura and then kind of distributing that energy into our future, okay? Let's start. Minute goes. Ready, set, go. After you finish your laughter, put your hands in a gratitude mudra, in this gesture with your hand. And just do some breathing in and out. Feel the energy of laughter in your aura. Now I'm gonna change my camera. Okay, those of you on Facebook, I'm gonna change my camera. And those of you on Instagram, I'm just gonna turn my camera on my phone. You will be able to see what I am drawing. I'm inviting you to take a piece of paper, your favorite markers, and let's start creating. Let's start putting on the paper. Let's start creating the beautiful future infused with this energy of laughter that will give us clarity, that will give us happiness, that will give us joy, that will give us an ability to understand how do we do things and how do we do everything. 1 second, let me just, there you go, voila. This is a picture from the previous session. I just had a session, same session, but in Russian. It was part of the conference, the festival. And now let's talk about, let's create, okay? Put my pencils away. Take a marker, your favorite marker, and we're gonna start creating. What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna guide you how to draw a beautiful, 1 second, the Facebook is done. I believe, okay, I believe my Instagram is ready as well. Okay, thank you. 1 second, please. Holder right off. That happens. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, okay. Second, let me fix this up. Okay. 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 Bear with me for a second. Fix this up. Okay. Instagram, I believe, can see me. What am I seeing? Just move this out. Okay. Give me a second, everybody. I'm almost done. You have 2 cameras, 2 holders. You got to deal with twice the. Now I'm going to fix my. Okay. Okay, guys. Ready. Now I got it. Instagram. Give me a second, Instagram. The wire. The wires on the way. Okay, excellent. Both of the screens can see me now. Great. Okay, great. Okay, excellent. Let's start the drawing, okay? Get your favorite color. What is your favorite color? Think about it. I'm going to take blue. I like to draw with blue color. Okay. The very first thing we're going to do, we're going to bring one of the major shapes in Neurographica. Can you guess what it is? I think you can. It's the shape of a circle. Okay, there you go. Voila. Okay. You have something like this, you can just, this is a circle. Circle is a major shape in Neurographic. Why? Circle is a shape of hope. Circle is a shape of harmony. Circle is a shape of care, comfort, joy, love, life, right? That's exactly what we're looking to bring to our future. That's exactly what we're trying to infuse into our future, right? Hope and laughter and love and joy. Because this is the energy we're just feeling in our aura after all that laughter. And by the way, laughter is not finished. We're going to continue laughing as we add more shapes, more elements into our picture. As you add the circle, make it a nice big circle. You can go with a neural line around your circle and you can laugh. Infuse this neural line with your laughter. Right, there you go. Infuse the laughter. Infuse the circle, the neural lines with the laughter, with this beautiful energy of laughter. Continue laughing. Remember, for great effect on all levels, biological, mental, emotional, we need to laugh at least a minute, okay? At least 30 seconds, I would say even. Remember, if you laughter first turns into a natural and then you feel it's drying out, go back to simulation. Remember to breathing in and out after you laugh as this wonderful energy that you're creating. Infuse both your inner self and your outer self with this energy. Allow the energy to strengthen your bones, your muscles, your breathing, your back, all your body parts. And then also start feeling, which is what we're going to do now. Start spreading, dispersing this energy into your environment. We're going to do this through the method of Neurographica. We're going to bring the laughter energy to our environment, right? But first, let's connect ourselves with that laughter. We connected on the oral level, right? We feel it in our body, but let's learn how to kind of express it in our picture, okay? This is a circle. What I'm inviting you to do now is let's laugh a little bit. And after the laughter, I want you to look at this circle and tell me, what do you see? What kind of a circle? What is this circle for you? What does it mean to you? Okay. So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, what do you see? Tell me, what does this circle represent to you? Circle is a wonderful symbol of everything that is so sacred and important to us. Circle is the Mother Earth that we live on, right? Circle is the planet Earth, right? Circle is most of the fruits and vegetables that we eat in order to be nourished are circular forms. Yes, some of them are more oval, but they're still circular. there are a different kind of type of a circle. They may be a bit stretched out as an oval, but they are circular. Circle is something that has no beginning and no end. Circle gives us hope. Circle gives us support. With circle, we feel that we always will be taken care of. God takes care of us. The universe takes care of us. Circle is the sun that will be always going up. Whenever, it doesn't matter whether we wake up early in the morning or late. When we get up, the circle, the sun is always there, taking care of us, giving us light, giving us warmth, taking care of us, right? At night, the moon, even though it's not always circular, right? The moon changes their shapes, but the moon is always there for us. The moon gives us light when it's dark. The moon gives us hope that night will finish and light will come. The morning will come and will prevail. The light will prevail the darkness. Circle is the tummy of a woman who's expecting a baby. When the baby is born, circle is the very first thing that the baby sees. When the mother takes the baby into her hands and brings her closer to herself and look into the baby's eyes, the baby looks at the mother's eyes, and the circle is the first thing the baby sees. The eye, right? The pupil. Circles gives us love, gives us comfort. We feel happy, we feel nourished, we feel nurtured and taken care of whenever we see circle around us. That's a natural, this has been proven by research that this is a natural reaction. Our body tends to relax whenever we see the circle because we know we're being taken care of, we're being comforted, okay? I'm gonna invite you. Well, I wanna tell you first, to me, the circle looks like a tambourine. And it reminds me of a story from the Bible, from the Torah, the Jewish Bible, where the story when the Israelites have left the Egypt, right, where they were slaves. And then God took them out. And what happens then? What happens then is that people started being happy when they crossed the Red Sea, right, when they escaped danger. And all their followers, all their soldiers that were sent to kill them, they drown in the water. People start rejoicing because they have survived. They felt happy. They felt the impulse of life. They felt like they have something to look forward. When people feel happy, what do they do? So some people started singing, and it says actually that Miriam, the sister of Moses, right, who was the leader of the Israelites, she took the tambourine, and then all the ladies followed her lead. They took the tambourine and they created a circle. That was the first circle dancing, right? They created a circle and they started dancing and singing and rejoicing. And this was the way they expressed their joy and gratitude for saving their life, for giving them life, for giving them impulse, a reason to live, and for helping them, understand that, yes, we can now wish, we can desire for something. So this circle to me is a tambourine, especially when I added the neural line, and reminds me of the little circular, the metal circles that create the sound when you press on it, right? And I feel so happy. I love the tambourine. I love dancing. I love singing. And this gives me this hope. I want to take you to the next step. The next step, what we're going to do, originally, the idea was that I'm making this into a smiley face. That smiley face emoji that I actually put on the advertisement when I was advertising for this event. Let's turn it into a smiley face. After all, the smiley face, right? It's the symbol of laughter and joy and happiness. And that's what we're going to do, right? This is a big circle. Now let's add some smaller circle, right? Smaller circles will be, of course, what? Eyes, right? If you want to, by the way, you can draw beautiful eyes. I want to do circular movements today. I'm going to add some pupils, right? And look at this. Eyes. the person starts their life with eyes. When you open your eyes every morning, life starts for you. Sometimes it starts even earlier when you just wake up, even if you don't want to open your eyes, you start breathing. You start feeling you're alive. Right? A lot of people have habit. A lot of people have a ritual, right? I personally have that, right? I have a ritual where when I wake up, the first thing I do, I put my hands in a gesture of gratitude and like this, going up. And I say a little prayer. I say, thank you, God, for giving me life, for giving me hope, and for believing in me, for saying you can prevail. Your day will be successful. And that's exactly how I feel. When I wake up in the morning and I start breathing and I start feeling my body, I know that life is here. I feel life and life accepts me and I'm happy. And then, right, sometimes I even say this prayer, this mantra in my head. And then I open up my eyes. Right now, I actually learned how to do an amazing way to laugh in bed without laughing out loud. It's something I'm inviting all of you to try. It's an amazing feeling. Try it. Try the laughter without actually laughing, right? Try making a laughter, right? Same movement. You move your mouth, but you're not making any sound, right? Because usually when we laugh, we we make a sound. I learned how to do a laughter in the morning while I'm still in leg, right? Try it. I'm going to give you a few seconds to try it now. Because often I wake up very early. I wake up 5 o'clock, sometimes 4, sometimes 6. And then I laugh in bed. And I infuse this energy of laughter into my body, into my aura, even before I get up and start taking care of my body, of my needs, of my desires, right? Drinking my favorite drink, eating my favorite food, right? Take a few seconds. Start laughing, right? Hey, Zuliha, it's so nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here, dear. Yeah. And now when we're ready, we're going to put what? Smiley face. First, it's a smile. Well, let's open up our mouths so our laughter will be nice and loud. Okay. There you go. You want to make it wider, right? Like this. Don't worry about the line in the middle. This is Neurographica drawing. We're going to add more lines to make it very neurographic, okay? We're going step by step. So just give me a few minutes before we go further, right? As you added a smiley, it's actual smile to your picture. Do the laughter now. Infuse your picture with a laughter. And remember, we're opening our eyes and we're looking around. When we're looking around, look what's going to happen. I'm going to put the neural lines from my eyes to the outside of the circle. The circle, the smiley face is who I am. Excuse me. But I'm going to start to spread this around with my environment, with my social environment, my family. Look, I'm going to bring it to my outside, okay? You guys do that. Look. You look around, right? And what do they say? You see good and it will be good, right? Start feeling happy. Start feeling grateful for everything you see and you do in your environment, right? Looking around you, seeing the pillow you're sleeping on, the blanket you're covering yourself when you're warm, when you're hot, cold, and you become grateful. You say, thank you. Thank you for giving me a blanket to cover myself when I feel cold. Thank you for giving me the sun in the morning when I wake up so that I see that it's light. I don't need to turn on the light. I don't need to turn on electricity, right? Thank you for giving me eyes to see, right? We're going to start connecting to our body, to our physical body. Remember, we talked about it. Neurographic is about connecting, it's about reacting, process. How do you feel, right? First thing we do will is connect to our body. You connect to your body, you say, thank you for giving me eyes, that I can open them up and I can see the beautiful world around me. Then you say, what else are you going to feel? Do you feel yourself breathing? You say, thank you for giving me the nose to breathe. And then you may hear yourself breathing, right? And you say, thank you for giving me ears to hear beautiful things that God or universe, whatever you're comfortable with saying, has created in this world. And it's so beautiful and it's so wonderful. When you start connecting to all these beauties, to all this gratitude in life, you strengthen yourself as a human being. You strengthen your senses. You connect yourself to something we call life, being lively, being happy, being joyous. And that brings us to the next step. We open up our eyes and we say, what am I going to do? What are my plans for today? You start thinking how amazing it is that you have a family that you can take care of, right? That you have parents, if you do, right? That you can call and say, good morning. How was your night? Or how was your day? What are you planning to do? You have siblings, right? If you do, or friends that you can call and say, so did you watch that show? Or did you read that book? Somebody you can socialize with, right? Our life starts with our eyes. We open up our eyes and we infuse ourselves. We start understanding that life is beautiful. Life is wonderful. And we are thankful for that. Right? What do? We go to the bathroom, we brush our teeth. Some of you can draw the teeth, but don't draw the teeth. Look what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Let's bring some more laughter. Remember, every few minutes, I do talking and then I do laughter. This time when we do the laughter, we're going to fill our mouth with the beautiful energy of neural lines, right? So beautiful how in NeuroGraphic we can express our emotions with the neural lines. The laughter. Okay, laugh and add neural lines. And then as you're going right away, you can go through the neural lines and round them all out in the intersections. And you can continue the laughter. Remember, we need to laugh for at least 30 seconds in order for endorphins to start kicking into our body and start boosting us up. Laugh and infuse your drawing as you draw the mouse with an actual laughter, with this energy of laughter. Breathing in and out after you do the laughter. And this is what we're going to do next. We're going to take this laughter and start. First, we're going to do some quiet breathing, right? Which is what I teach you, right? Always after the laughter. Breathing in and breathing out. Just infuse yourself with this energy. Bring it on the inside. right? Fortify yourself from the inside first. And then we're going to take these beautiful neural lines, go through them again, bring them to the outside. Start bringing this energy of laughter to your environment. Bring it to your loved ones. Bring it to your family, to your significant other, to your children, to your siblings, parents, right? Friends, to your community, right? Your community center, community members, right? Your neighbors, your neighborhood, right? There you go. Then you start bringing it to your city, to your borough, right? To your state, to your country, right? And then you can bring the energy to the world around you. As you bring the energy, we're going to continue the laughter. Let's do the laughter while we are rounding our intersection of all of this wonderful neural lines that we just created by bringing energy to the world around us. Okay. Beautiful. After you do the laughter, continue your rounding, by the way. Do not stop for a second. After a round of laughing, of course, do the breathing in and out. Those of you who are familiar with the reflection process, you can do that right now. This is a perfect opportunity to start understanding and infusing, kind of allowing the process to settle. And you can do the reflection process. Those of you who don't, I'm going to show you a simplified version. Breathing in and out. Which part of the family do you feel? Oh, family. Very funny. Which part of your body do you feel? Which body part do you sense? Right? Which sensation where in your body do you experience as you're doing breathing in and out at this moment? For me, it's my head. So kind of note it somewhere, right? I like to draw in a drawing pad usually. Why? Because there are two sides. One side is for drawing and one side is for the reflection, right? It's really for my head and my back. Okay, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna explain to you why later on. But definitely note it down somewhere. You will need it. Breathing in and out. What is the emotion we're experiencing? Next week, by the way, I believe maybe Tuesday. Can't promise you yet, but Tuesday I will be doing a session on the wheel of emotion, an amazing, amazing tool for all of you who are quite connected to your emotions or not so much connected to your emotions, who have a hard time pinpointing what you feel, what emotion you're experiencing at the moment. Right now, breathing in and out, what do you feel? The emotion is interest and joy. Yes, I feel joy. The last thing we're going to do in the reflection process is breathing in and out. What are the thoughts that are passing by you? My thought is actually I'm sleepy. It must be with the fact that I'm so relaxed. Every time you laugh, by the way, also a great way to do this laughter before you go to sleep. I promise you, your sleep is going to be so nice and seamless. Okay, it really relaxes a lot of your muscles and joints. And the last thing you do, just quietly, is you breathing in and out, just listen to yourself. And that will be the reflection. After you do this whole processing of everything you undergo, breathing in and out, what do you feel? Or what thought comes to you? Or it could be some sensation. Or it could be a combination of all of them. My reflection was life is wonderful. You want to want, right? Once you connect to this life, once you connect with this impulse of life, you connect to your desire. Desire is one of the most major things, okay? Start thinking, what do you desire? What is it that you want in your near future? For those of you who want to, you can start planning for the new calendar year of 2022. Start thinking, what do you want in this calendar year, right? And putting it on the paper, on your drawing in form of a circle. For example, over here, I'm going to draw a circle, and this is the basics course that I'm starting right in the beginning, right? It's going to be next Wednesday, in less than a week, next Wednesday, January 5th. I am starting the basics course. Wonderful, wonderful way to start your journey in Neurographica. Learn what Neurographica is, learn how to draw Neurographica. What I'm showing you today, by the way, everything I told you is just a tip of the iceberg. The basics course is 8 hours live and over 50 hours in recordings. So there's a lot of learning, a lot of information that you are taking. And you know what? I'm going to start infusing my desires, my plans for the future right away with color. What color do I want my basics course to be? I'm going to make it orange, right? Orange is creativity, right? Orange is this ability to create seamlessly, right? It's this female energy of creativity, right? How do we create? We create on the most basic level of life. We bring life into the world, right? We bring other people, we bring human, we give birth, we have babies. And that's one of the most amazing ways to create life, by giving life to others, right? Isn't it? Amazing. Okay. What will be the next? We have about less than 10 minutes left till the end of the session. So I'm going to go a bit further, a bit faster. If it's a bit too fast for you, this will be available in recording. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. It will be on Facebook. It will be saved as an Instagram video. So whatever you're comfortable with, you go on that entity and you watch it. And you can, watch it again, or on YouTube, you can make it slower and stop it. Okay. So let's start adding more circles, more shapes, more plans into our future, okay? After the basics course, 2 weeks later, exactly, I'm starting the specialist course, an amazing, the best course out there. I'm inviting everyone to join. This is the most amazing course. It will give you more in-depth Neurographica, a more professional outlook on Neurographica. Actually, this year, I'm planning to enhance the specialist course. I'm planning to make it bigger, better. I'm planning to add coaching sessions to it. The specialists who are learning in my course will get a chance to go through special coaching courses, sessions that I'm specifically bringing for people who are learning, because a lot of people need the special coaching sessions, understanding how it works. And with the specialist course, you get the rights to teach to bring Neurographica, to do master classes, to do presentations, to start bringing Neurographica to others. And this is an amazing, amazing way to do that. I'm inviting everybody to join for the specialist course. By the way, even if you were already in my specialist course, I'm inviting you to join. Do you know why? Because this course will be amazing. As I said before, I'm starting to integrate the laughter method into all of my courses. So this will be a very unique way. I'm also going to increase, by the way, the specialist courses. I'm adding some coaching courses sessions into it. And it will be much more. I'm going to add also some psychology courses, some background psychology information that will help you understand. Jungian psychology will help you understand what neurographic is about. How is it connected to the field of psychology? How is it connected to the field of coaching? So you can take all of this and then bring it to people when you start teaching neurographic, giving master classes, when you start doing presentations in neurographic, okay? What else? What else are you planning? Add more circles in your environment. Fill yourself up with plans, with wonderful, beautiful plans for the upcoming year, right? I am planning to bring back the beautiful, two wonderful courses, the Neuro Butterfly, amazing, amazing course. I love the Neuro Butterfly. Hoping I'm going to be able to do it. I'm so busy lately with my courses. I'm taking lots of courses, increasing. As I said, I'm becoming a neuro design coach. So it takes a lot of time for me to go through the courses and to be certified. So that kind of stands in my way on just taking a schedule and filling it up. But I'm hoping to bring the Neuro Butterfly course and the Financial Regeneration course. And with both courses, those of you who are specialists can become trainers in these courses, okay? You will get the rights to bring these courses to your students in your country, in your community, in your environment, okay? And this is a very unique opportunity, okay? I am planning to do bigger course that's called Psychology of Money. And within that course, I want to incorporate various practices and techniques. Besides, of course, laughter, I'm going to bring some bodydynamic techniques into the course I'm bringing. Moreover, I am going to take the bodydynamics course and make a bodydynamics course with Neurographica. Very unique. It will be very, very unique. Again, using the method of Neurographica, we will be able to use bodydynamic techniques and bring important changes to our lives. And if you are a specialist, you can bring it to your clients, okay? It's an amazing, amazing opportunity again. Okay, what else? Like I said, the psychology of money. Wow, the psychology of money is coming out as a huge circle. Here it is, okay? Here it is. They're all together. It's so interesting how they're all next to each other. I actually wanted to draw somewhere here, but it's telling me to come here because they're all connected with each other. Okay, this will be a psychology of money course. And there will be two tracks. One track is for somebody who wants to learn the psychology of money techniques without the use of Neurographica. It will be RPT, it will be bodydynamics, it will be many other techniques, but not Neurographica. And the second track will be for people who want to just learn Neurographica psychology of money with other techniques, okay? There will be two tracks. Those of you who are interested in doing it through the psychology or through the Neurographic method, welcome. Those of you who, not everybody into Neurographic, I understand, I accept that. I'm surprised, but I accept that. They can just take the psychology of money course and bring it, learn that. You can use those techniques later in your practice, okay? I will give you the rights. So a lot of new information. I will be bringing the courses from the Institute of Psychology of Creativity. Those include not just Neurographica, there will be a meta-modern course, right, with the Bogaban, wonderful, wonderful method for creating interesting, it's amazing, amazing. I can't even describe it. It's very unique. Yes, it was created, of course, by Pavel Piskaryov, since it was created. I'm going to bring the pyramid of development, right? Those of you who know the pyramid of consciousness, it's a part of the pyramid development. It's one side of the pyramid. And there are 7 sides in that pyramid. So that will be the course. And of course, when I'm going to bring it, I want to teach you right away. That's what I'm waiting to get certified. So I can teach you how you can take that knowledge and bring it as a coaching tool into your practice. Okay, and yes, of course, I will teach you how to combine it with Neurographica. And one major, I'm going to put it here because it's big. I want to bring the labyrinths course to you guys. Again, it's not going to be just learning labyrinths. It's going to be labyrinths combined with Neurographica, combined with the knowledge of how to use it as a coaching tool. That's not, you know, there are a lot of classes on labyrinths out there, I know, but not everybody are able to give you that information on how to use it as a coaching tool, because that's not something easily used, right? Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring it to you, and I will bring you within my labyrinths course. There will be unique labyrinths that's not available in other courses. Those are the labyrinths that were developed again within this Institute of Psychology of Creativity under the guidance of Dr. Pavel Piskaryov, the creator of NeuroGraphic himself. So lots of plans. Put in your plans. I'm going to finish up. It's 11 o'clock. I'm just going to give you tell you what to do. Color in your shapes, everything you have planned so far. Color it in. Bring color to it. Start planning. Start bringing, you know, energy for each color to your plans, right? Okay. Color can be chosen 2 ways. You can choose it intuitively, or you can actually take the NeuroColor course that we offer in recording. It's a wonderful, amazing course that you can take and start understanding how does color work, okay? How does color work as an energy that you can bring to any and all of your goals, okay? So start doing that. You can learn the course. You can take the course. It's available in recording. Go at your own pace. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me. If you're interested, PM me. I'll tell you how to, you know, buy the course. And yeah, you can start adding color, not just intuitively, but also projectionally, right? You can add color consciously with the meaning, with understanding of what is it that you want to achieve within each element, within each color, okay? Yeah, pyramid will be red for me. It's so funny, I didn't find my shapes, but I remember what each one is. It's rare. I usually don't always remember. I usually tend to forget, but so clear to me this time. My energy is like very keen. Very interesting. Okay, so guys, fill up your shapes with color, with meaning. The labyrinths, I'm adding the purple because labyrinths is an amazing tool for reaching all and any aspects of yourself. Okay, I promise you all of these courses will be full of life, full of desires. Taking the courses will help you understand what is it that you do want in life, what is it that you don't want in life, and most importantly, whatever you do want, how do you bring it to fruition? How do you bring it to realization, okay? We'll teach you the meta-modern, right? Meta-modern is an amazing, amazing way to take any goal, any topic, and break it into 4 parts. Create a square, right? I'll give you one major meta-modern quadrant. Quadrant is a square broken into 4 parts. One of them, it's called, the first quadrant is fantasy. When you just start fantasizing. Something comes into your mind. That first peak of desire, that first ratzon, we call it. Ratzon is this Kabbalistic word for desire that comes from beyond, that comes from your soul, from the universe, from God, right? And then you take that ratzon and you start saying, what does it mean to me? And that's called dreaming. That's your dream. You take it and you start thinking, what does it mean to me? If I want to lead a class in labyrinths, at the beginning it was my fantasy just to learn about labyrinths for a long time. Then I started dreaming. I signed up for the class, right? I started thinking, what does it mean? Then I started planning, right? The third quadrant is the planning. The fourth quadrant is the realization. In the planning, I bought a lot of books because I truly, truly wanted to understand. And I want to tell you, Labyrinths is so unique. It's such a wonderful tool. One of my favorites, I want to tell you, as much as I love Neurographic, Labyrinths is just something beyond. It's a very supernatural tool, okay? And the last step in this quadrant is realization. So I will show you how to realize all your goals through either taking each course separately or you can combine. And I have a major, major wish, but it may not be for this year, maybe already for year 2023. But I'm going to draw it. I'm going to bring it here because I have a fantasy about this. Not something I'm ready to share yet. I do have a fantasy about it. I'm going to make it here. And I think I'm going to start wanting to start bringing it to, to start thinking about it more, to start understanding how do I want this wonderful plan of mine, this wonderful dream of mine. What is it like? I start dreaming about it, right? First, for now, it's still a fantasy. And it's a really huge fantasy. But I'm hoping with time, it's going to turn into a dream first, and then maybe in 2023, I will start planning it better and bring it to realization. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, we're going to stop. This is my dream. I'm going to make it purple. Purple is my favorite color. It gives me a chance to connect to the beyond. Okay. I want to thank you for joining me. Let me change my camera so I can see you again and say hello and goodbye to you now, right? Hello, 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 goodbye, goodbye. Oh, I'm so glad, Zuleika. I'm so glad you joined me. I'm so glad you're here. I'm inviting everybody, post your pictures. You can post it as a comment to this video. You can post it on social media. I would love to be a part of your social media posts. You can tag me. I am in all social media. Tag me. Let me know how you enjoyed the class. What are your plans? What are you looking forward to in this year 2022? How are you planning to bring this year to fruition, to realization? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? Let's dream together. I'm inviting you to dream with me, to be a part of my world, right? That famous Little Mermaid song, part of your world. Well, how about let's create a world together, beautiful, create a world. Thank you. Thank you, Zuleika. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to see you here. I'm looking forward. Definitely share your pictures on social media, tag me, invite me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you as part of all the sessions and courses, whether they're open or whether they're closed paid courses. Join us. Let's create together, create happiness. Let's create life. Let's create laughter. I'm going to say goodbye to how with laughter. Okay, I'm going to laugh for a bit before I turn off the camera. As I was laughing, I remember that I forgot to share with you one of my major plans for this coming year. I'm going to put it right away in the picture. So it's in my plans, opening a laughter club. I'm inviting all of you now to join the laughter club, as we will meet every single day to laugh and be joyous and be happy and feel life and connect to life. Wishing you a beautiful, happy new year to all of you who celebrate. Happiness, joy, laughter, and life to all of you. Goodbye.